Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Dr. T again. I am popping in to talk about another taboo topic, sort of. Those of you who have ever worked with a counselor, therapist, psychologist, almost any provider, this is possible, but we're specifically focusing on mental health providers. If your mental health provider, counselor, therapist, social worker, psychologist, psychiatrist even, if they are doing an effective job, you may actually develop positive feelings towards your provider. That's actually pretty normal-ish. There are some things that may not be normal, but if they are doing an effective job and doing what they're supposed to do, you may actually develop some positive feelings toward them. You may say, hey, I really like my therapist, which hopefully you do say that, my counselor, whatever. But sometimes those feelings even turn into sexual feelings. So I'm trying to normalize those feelings for you. That can happen. And it is okay. Right? So if you develop positive feelings towards your mental health provider, you say, hey, I really like them. Or even, I have sexual feelings towards them. That can be a sign. That can be a sign that the relationship with your provider is curative. It is affirming. It is validating, right? And it is healthy, which is good. We want you to feel all of those things. Now, here's the thing that some clients may not know. You may not have had a relationship like this before. So yes, you may start to feel attracted to your provider. Hey, I have never been with somebody who understood me so deeply, who validates me so consistently, right? That is okay. Now, here's the other thing. Some people are only comfortable having vulnerable feelings in the context of sexual relationships. So, for some clients, you start to feel like, oh, I really like this person. They see me, they understand me. But if in your background, your history, hold on, I feel like I'm being exposed here in some ways. And the only time you allow yourself to connect with that part of yourself is in the context of a sexual relationship. Those feelings for your provider can turn into sexual feelings. And so, that doesn't mean you should date your therapist. It doesn't mean you should have sex with your therapist or counselor. It means you've got to figure out how to separate those vulnerable feelings from your sexual attraction and sexual behaviors. Allowing yourself to have those vulnerable feelings, get the validation that you need, outside of the context of a sexual relationship. So, how do you do that? The ways that you can do that are, in many situations, letting your therapist know that those feelings are coming up. Hopefully, the counselor, therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist that you're working with understands where those feelings are coming from and knows how how to shift those feelings into a healthy place, right? If your therapist is trying to date you or have sex with you, know that is unethical. That's not okay. And it's why we have licensure, so that we actually know what the ethical guidelines are. All right, so the actual legal, ethical, and healthy ways to shift those feelings are: ask yourself, hey, what am I getting from my counselor, therapist, psychologist? What's working well? Hey, they listen. Hey, they understand me. They communicate well. They're able to help me understand what's going on in my own brain. They help me communicate things that are difficult to say. They give me a place, a way to say some of these things. They help me process through difficult emotions. All right. So then you can also ask yourself, how can I get those same experiences or characteristics in my own relationships, right? In my personal relationships. How can I replicate that? So if I love the way I feel when I'm with my therapist, I feel seen, I feel understood, whatever the thing is, right? How can I replicate that and have that show up in my actual personal relationships outside of therapy, right? With my partner or my family or my friends. So some options are, hey, maybe I need to be more transparent in my personal relationships, because when I do it in therapy, I am learning how to do that more consistently. Now I'm going to practice it outside of therapy. Maybe you can choose friends and partners who are a better fit for your personality, and that would help. Perhaps you can be more intentional in your relationships and actually be more consistent in your own relationships, so that then you can start to get those same feelings outside of your therapy situation. Most importantly, hey, continue to heal as a person, so that what you are learning and the behaviors that you're learning or growing with, you can start to generalize those outside of the therapy context and actually practice using those things again outside of the therapy situation. So let me make sure this was clear. You may feel positive or even sexual feelings towards your therapist, your counselor, your mental health provider. That does not mean that you should date them or have sex with them or even kiss them. That's not what it means. That is definitely unethical. And if your counselor, therapist, psychologist is trying to date you, kiss you, have sex with you, it's time to find a new mental health provider. Well, we may need to have a whole nother video about this topic, but hopefully those tips at least get you started. All right. So those feelings are normal. Just don't actually date or kiss or have sex with your therapist. All right. All right. Make it a great day.